What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode, yo. So today is going to be mainly about high school, middle school, growing up. All right, so let's start off with middle school. Um, in middle school, bro, I was an outcast. Like I didn't want to fuck with nobody. Like I was solo dolo to the max over there. Like there was no getting around it. But I ended up joining band class, like band, and I signed up for the tuba, the big ass tuba. Yeah, so I played that for like a year, and I wanted to do the drums. That's really what got me into it was the drums. They wouldn't let me have the drums till the next year, so I had to play the tuba. That big ass fucking tuba thing, bro. Launching that shit, bro, every day to class, walking around with that big ass tuba box. That shit was a mess. But I enjoyed it. I really did. I started getting into a lot of trouble. And in high school, I ended up getting kicked out of high school because I broke in. I'm not proud of it, but I broke into the high school with a couple of buddies. We were bored. We hit up the lunchroom. We grabbed a shit ton of chips because we had the munchies. And we went to the band room and we took the candy. Yo, it was crazy episode. I wish I had that on camera, but I don't. Yo, but high school, I got switched to Montana to finish up high school. Yeah. I went to Montana and finished up 2 years. Because they kicked me out of the high school after I broke in. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming. They pretty much failed me. But I started getting into music again in high school. And I'm like, yo, let me pick up an instrument. And I picked up a keyboard. This keyboard. And I started making music with it. I remember my first recording studio, bro. Right after I was homeless, I met with someone named John, and he helped me get a job. And then from that job, I started collecting all this music equipment. And over the years, I've opened like 4 or 5 studios. They've all done well, but it's more about like the principle of how I got to that point. So if you're ever just like starting something and starting out, don't be afraid to fail. Actually do that shit. Like try. At least try, you know what I'm saying? Because if you fail in the end, who cares? Like at least you gave it all you had. And I think that's really what it comes down to with me is like over these 10 years, I just been pushing out crazy amounts of music. Like stupid amounts of music, doing 0 promotion. And shit's been flowing good, going constant. But I think that whenever I was starting my studios, I was afraid because I didn't know what it'd be like running a studio and having artists. And, yo, I gotta say, it's kind of intimidating if you really don't know what it's like to sit there and record artists that got guns and shit with them. It's kind of intimidating. It's like, damn, hope this session goes well. But I mean, growing up, it was always a struggle because I struggle with ADHD, bipolar, and something else that causes me to lose focus. I don't know what the fuck that is, but we've already experienced that 3 times on this video, and it's only a 4-minute video. But I want to talk about like music. Like what I do, I consider myself a musician because I make music. It's way easier to make music now than it was when I started. 10 years ago, bro, you didn't have all this BandLabs and AI shit to help. And you actually had to know what you were doing. And that's where I'm very thankful because I didn't know what I was doing at that point until I figured it out. And And I think that's a lot that has to go on with life is you gotta figure it out. It's a beautiful thing to be independent, but you gotta be able to figure it out on your own. So that wraps up this session of talk. We went over, what got me started was I fucking called Mike Jones once. I was searching whenever Back Then came out, Grills and all them. I started searching up Mike Jones and looking for his phone number and everything to get hold of him, start music. And I think that's really, I was like young as hell when that song came out, Back Then, by Nelly, Grills. Damn, that was a while ago, y'all. I've been doing this shit for a while now. But yeah, the next 10 years look pretty full. I'm gonna continue doing what I do. Enjoy making the music and having a blast while I'm doing it. And that's this morning's episode. Peace out. See y'all next episode.